Hello everyone and welcome back to Tharsis, the game of dice and cannibalism. Since the last time we took a look at this game, they have added missions to the game. These mostly take the form of training style missions, wherein we have some caveat that we have to overcome over a truncated version of the game. In Last Man Floating, for instance, Yuri is the only person that we have access to. He has to survive alone, knowing that he cannot fix everything to the end of the 5th week. In All Hands on the Bad One, we get no ship research projects. In Injure and Endure, all hazards are injury hazards, as far as I can tell. And in Avoidable Trip, it looks like all hazards are void hazards. So, teaching you how to overcome particularly adverse but somewhat short circumstances. Let's jump into Last Man Floating, since I kind of know what's going on in that one. We have 3 events and 1 person, Yuri Novak, the pilot, who ignores movement damage. He can move to any of the events that he chooses without taking health damage for moving through said events. We're going to have to use that, I think, right off the bat. We have 3 incoming ship damage and 2 damage to our person, Yuri, here. Both our ship and Yuri can absorb this damage, but I think our ship is the more frail of us at this point. So we're going to go to this H2O filter fail and see what we can do about it. No 4s, no 4s, 1 assist, good enough. We can do a 5-5-3. It looks like that is probably the best option. 5, 5, and a 3. We could get some food out of the double 5s and try and reroll some of the others. But food is going to be less important. We only have to survive to the end of the 5th week. And we start out with a full complement of dice. We don't have a class ability, so the majority of our extraneous dice are either going to go into module things or research. In this case, research, since we didn't get doubles. And I don't think food is worth it. We do have research projects, and we might actually have to take advantage of those. We're only missing 1 die, so I don't really feel the need to cannibalize crew members or actually eat our food. We can absorb another 2 health. Our ship has 3 health and only 1 damage, so I think in this case, Yuri is the more frail. So I think we go to the absorber fail and try to not roll 1s so that Yuri doesn't die. We can also regain dice. That will put him back up to his maximum if we put 1 in there. No 1s, all 6s. Actually, all 6s would be kind of bad. Okay, we can do a 5, 4, and 1, and then put a 3 in there. Bring us back up to our dice total. And we'll not need food or cannibalizing. We do suffer the BC-2 overtemp, but our ship is in an okay position. Unfortunately, more is going wrong. If we don't solve the MCA fail or the BC-2 overtemp, we will die. If we go to the BC-2 overtemp and don't suffer 2 6s, then we might be able to heal the ship a little bit more. We do have 2 research, which allows us 7 repair on 1 module, which we might want to take advantage of here. Even though 12 is completely doable with the dice that we have, we'll probably want to funnel those dice into the module if we can. So, let's see what we get. Okay, we did suffer 1 health, so let's not do that again. And we have double 5s and double 6s. We can reduce this to a 5. Yes, a 5. does that actually help us very much? If we put both 6s into the 12 here, we can put both 5s into ship repair and get 2 more ship health. But that leaves us a 4, which we can't use for research. We're essentially wasting this die, and I don't want to re-roll it because that would put Yuri in lethal territory. So I think, though it may be the wrong decision, I'm going to do it this way. We will see how it pans out. We'll put the double 6s, the 5, and the 4. Our ship is not going to die. Yuri's not going to die. He's going to get very close. But this sets us up very well for the next bit. We might as well eat our food. Why not? Yeah, I want all available options. Now we have no hazard dice left, which I very much like. Yuri is not doing very well. If we don't solve the UMS leak, he dies, so we obviously have to take care of that circumstance. We cannot do any research unless we come out of this one very well. Any 5 or better is certainly going here. It will help us overcome the event, the -1 health. And we have 17 on the board. So what I'm gonna do is there, and try to roll something higher than a 2. A 5 certainly works. Very good. Yuri is very healthy. He's not going to lose any health, and our ship is fine. I don't think we need to cannibalize yet. We are in week 5. So all we have to do is not die. The way that we do that is overcome this air sensor warning, which should be very easy. We can absorb 1 damage from the MCA fail, and I think we are good. Unless we get all 1s. That's pretty much what I called, isn't it? Alright, we just need not a 1. Okay, good. A 2 goes back into research. I don't think it matters. Yeah, we're ending week 5. You know what? Regain your dice. There we go. We take the 1 damage. And everyone lives. Nobody dies. The mission is complete. We didn't land any crew on Mars. We don't really have the opportunity to. It's probably not the best score. We did get a little stressed out, but we didn't have too much opportunity to deal with that. We did have 1 event remaining, which harmed us a little bit. I think it's okay. One thing that I haven't seen is a scoreboard for the missions, which I think would be good to see how you stack up in terms of defeating the mission with other people. There is a scoreboard for full game points, but not bad. A 9-minute mission. As you can see, they tend to go kind of quickly. Do we want to do all hands on the bad one? No ship research projects? Yeah, let's try it. How bad could it possibly be, right? It looks like we have Kayla Jones, our doctor, Yuri Novak, the pilot, with whom we are familiar, Allison Silva, the specialist. 250 on each of these events. We also have Nikki Karam, the commander. I'm actually not familiar. 4 repair, huh? Interesting. So, we definitely want to take as little damage as possible. I don't know how much I care about this system failure. It will start to become important for sure. Alright. We're going to focus down the BSOD. Apparently it has a blue screen of death. Hopefully that's not prophetic. There is a hazard die on both of them for injury on a 2. Oh, the 1 is also stasis. That is kind of poor. Okay, Allison. Go do nice things for us. Excuse me? Can we see what it is? Okay. Well, that's poor, isn't it? Ah, an injury for Allison. This is not going that well. Alright, double 6s are much better. We'll regain some dice for Allison, I think. She can make the most use out of them. We'll finish her deployment. Our pilot is already here, so I think our commander is going to join them. I'm not entirely sure how to use the commander most effectively. Research might become very important in this one. Double 4s aren't that much better than a single 4. Maybe we put one into research and the other there. We do have a dedicated 4 repair. We can always shunt 4 regardless of the die that we put into it. Okay. I don't know that that changes any of my decisions. We didn't really have the opportunity. Our doctor is going to come in here and deploy. We'll roll all 4 of her dice. Ooh, an injury. Okay. Well, I think you're going to heal everybody because Nikki Karam is not looking very well. And you're going to reroll everything else. Just don't get more 2s. Okay, that works out fairly well. We're going to get a little bit more research. And bad things happen. Oh, our pilot hasn't gone. Ah, Yuri, I almost forgot about you. Okay, roll 3. It's not very good. I'm really hoping to get this MCC override. You know what? You should actually regain some dice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I was actually looking at Nikki's dice instead of her health. She is actually not doing very well in terms of dice at all. So you're going to eat. Mostly because you can convert crappy dice into better dice. I don't think anyone really needs to cannibalize as yet. But we might think about getting some food going. Alright, Allison, this is your time to shine. Get us lots and lots of 6s. I would like to regain some dice for her. No 2s, no 2s. More 3s? Okay. Ah, I thought I pushed it too far for a second. She definitely likes dice, so we'll do that. I think we'll take our doctor? No, well, maybe. Kayla and Allison can certainly use the health. And it might provide us with some good research. At this point, we're just trying to rush this one down. I don't think there's too much strategy to it at this point. Huh. We can use this 2 for a 17 repair. Put the 5 into health. Put the 1 back into research. I think. We'll do that. Put the 1 back in. 28 repair. Okay, I think overall, this research is going to serve us well. Yeah, we'll have to see. All right, Commander, your turn. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't sent spot events at us. Ooh, a bit of injury for Nikki. Sorry about that, Nikki. Well, we can turn this 2 into a 4. That's not that bad. And then just shunt the rest of these in. We're not actually rushing it down all that quickly, are we? We are going to have to get some food going, I think, to get through this one effectively. Oh, I really don't like those injury die. That's particularly poor. Okay, overall, I think it is going to become important that we keep our dice high. So let's just do it that way. I can get some assists. That's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think we're going to be able to rush down this one. Maybe. We do have a lot of dice on the table. All right, Allison, you're our best hope. And I would very much like for you to get the assists. Although a stasis assist is really not the end of the world. I would kind of like to reorder those. Okay, we can put a 6 and a 5 in. Reroll the other 2. Not get any 2s, please. A stasis, very well. What do we want to do here? I guess we just shove it into repair. I have nothing better to do with it. I don't want to use the override. I want to hold out for the disaster reduction. And I think the other people are going to need the dice regaining feature a little bit more, especially people like Nikki here. So let's see how much we can do there. An injury for Nikki is fairly poor. I think I'm going to put the 1 in the regain dice. It is a stasis, and we have no more assists, so we're more likely to not have a very good place for 1s, other than regaining dice. Again, the 2, I suppose, is going to turn into a 4. That only gives us 2 additional points, but that's better than an additional 0, right? So we have the pilot and Kayla. Kayla's going to go. Hopefully regain some dice because she's at its optimal usage. She does take some damage and no 1s. Well, I think we do need to heal. Just don't make it kind of moot. Ah, you did. Oh well. We'll put the 4 in. And you didn't end up regaining dice. That kind of hurts a little bit, but we'll repair only slightly. And our pilot is going to give it a shot as well. Ooh, 2 damage. That hurts. We did get a 1, so we're going to shunt that into regaining dice, even though we don't regain quite as much as perhaps we would like. And I think we'll just re-roll those 2. Not into 2s. Okay, we got an additional 2 points out of it, right? I think so. We only have a couple more turns to burn through this. So I think we're going to have to really try this research. Sorry, Kayla. It looks like your maximum health is going very low. We could go to the system fail airlock leak and try and get our ship a bit more health. Our pilot can do this. It just puts him very far away from healing. Oh, right. It's failed. That was silly. Okay, well. Do your best, man. Ooh, stop taking damage, though. Okay, I kind of see a bit of trickiness to this one. Alright, Allison. Let's do it. The better way to approach this one is probably to split them up 2 and 2. Let's do this. 28 repair is a lot of damage to the event. We'll regain some dice there. Where do we... Oh, a 2. Completely missed that one. Okay, let's put it into research. We don't really have very much in terms of research. And this one's actually going quite long. I would actually like some food quite a bit. Now that we have everybody in this module, it's going to be difficult to move them away from this module. Oh, Kayla appears to be a little bit dead. Sorry, Kayla. Nikki, your turn. Hey, she didn't die. Well, one of those 3s is going to go into regaining some dice. And I think we'll do it this way. We got a little bit out of it. We're kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel in terms of the system crash, but we definitely don't have 2 turns. So, I think this one is a loss. Yeah, we can't actually heal the ship. So, that's actually really poor. Yeah. At this point, there really is nothing to do about it as far as I can tell. So we'll just keep going. Well, she didn't die either. So there's that. Oh, you know what? Let's turn that into a 4. Turn that into additional dice. And not get more 2s. Oh, more 2s. Okay. Fantastic. We'll put 1 into research. 1 into repair. And after our specialist, Allison Silva here goes, we will all die horrible, horrible deaths in the empty void of space. Does research help us? How would research help us? No. Nope, we can't repair the ship through research, so we're dead. My apologies to the crew of the Iktomi. It actually took me a little while to figure out this one. The system fail, I feel like I should have recognized earlier. But as you can see, even the training missions are fairly brutal. The other ones are probably just as hard. Having all injury hazard die, or all void hazard die, seems particularly difficult to overcome. Anyway, that one's probably a pretty good look at the missions, and the timing works out fantastically. So, Thanks for joining us on a look at the missions of Tharsis, and I hope we'll see you next time.